of course, I've not been spending a lot of time on the Bush legacy because it's something that I enjoy, but I do think it's something that it is worth getting those lessons right. There were a number of Bush advisors that were out on the hustings this week defending him. Keith Hennessy, apparently a Bush advisor, saying that he was one of the smartest, quickest policy studies out there. Well, David, as many of the listeners and viewers of this show know, I'm the policy director of Social Security Works, an organization that is trying to defend Social Security from cuts. And one of the biggest aspects of Bush's legacy is his attempt to cash the political capital that he earned, quote unquote, in his 2004 re-election to privatize Social Security in 2005, okay? And the thing about this to note is that not only did Bush have this way, way wrong, and the fact is, the matter is that our 401k and IRA plans lost 37 to 38% of their value in 2008 alone. And so if things had been privatized then, well, we'd have a generation of extremely, extremely poor people. The market fluctuates. Individuals can't bear that risk. The very idea of Social Security privatization is absurd. And of course, there are many other aspects of Social Security, like the fact that there's a higher replacement rate on people on lower earnings. It is a progressive, redistributive program. It's done in a very moderate, modest way. It's not done based on need, but it does provide extra protections for people that have had bad luck in the labor market. And certainly thereafter, it's a market annuity for the rest. An inflation-adjusted annuity for the rest of your life. Nothing in the private market can provide that. But here's the other thing to note. This wasn't just genuine free market nonsense, even though genuine free market nonsense is still nonsense. This was also callous manipulation on the part of the Bush administration to use lies about Social Security to force fear about the program, to make acceptance of that program, of his plan, more widespread, to make it a more popular plan, even though he knew that the public was not into it. And in fact, here is how he characterized Social Security in his 2005 State of the Union address. And again, this is SOT number 8.
The system, however, on its current path is headed toward bankruptcy, and so we must join together to strengthen and save Social Security.
Now, of course, David, as you and I know, that is absolutely not true. It is not true now, and it never was. Social Security is not headed for bankruptcy ever, okay, under current law. There is a modest shortfall where it will be taking in more than it will not be able to pay 100% of benefits after 2033. Now, if you say that a program has a modest shortfall, that is not the same as a program being out of money completely, as in bankrupt. And the reason it has a modest shortfall is because, unlike any other program, it is entirely self-funded. It can't borrow to pay benefits. That's the only reason we're even talking about this, okay? And even then, the cost of that shortfall is really the cost of only making millionaires and billionaires pay the same rate as everyone else in the system, instead of having that Social Security tax capped at a base of $113,800.